G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to the Dicey Flack toy review. Today we're going to be taking like some water toys that were originally supposed to be reviewed, during back at late April or May of 2022. But yes, luckily enough, we're in early June. And actually, let me just go ahead and grab the webcam because obviously the weather outside is completely and utterly sunny. So summer has officially landed already there in the UK. As always, as per usual, it's pretty much, June, of course. Yes, it's pretty much I think it's about 7 days after the beginning of June, and it is quite a contrast that we are in summertime, of course. But let's just go ahead and delve straight into the toy review area. Sorry, the mouse is just taking a dive, so that was very, very bad. Of course, yes, it's been like a long time, and just as I was making the video last week though, as I was pretty much getting started on Sunday the 5th of June, to be quite obviously honest, last week was the Queen's birthday long weekend. It was actually the Platinum Jubilee though. At the time of making this video I'm actually making here is actually post just after the Platinum Jubilee, where in a sense that it was just after, I can't really remember if it was the Queen's birthday long weekend, but obviously it was the Platinum Jubilee last week. You know, that long half term that everybody seems to know about, of course. And yeah, everyone seems to know about that event. Lovely little event though. Lovely big event actually though, as it was all about the Queen. Right, so let me just go ahead and delve into a lot of the water themed products actually, and let me just start with this one here. Okay, this is a flip-up Origami British Wildlife Collection Swimming and Feeding Black-Headed Gull Transitional, what's it called, Spring Flock 12-pack. Let me just take a look at the back of the packaging though. Obviously I would try and do generation 128, but I would rather start in the middle part of July when everyone breaks up for the summer holidays. But yes, we're literally in summer, as always as per usual today. Let me just go ahead and unpack this. And overall in this set, it comes with some fish, but also a grilled chicken sandwich. As surprising as you might have noticed today, because, well, April was a big month for chickens, not so much in the way of penguins. Of course, yes, you got some carp, looking very cheesy if you ask me. We've seen it before many times, as always as usual, but they look quite different. Almost looks bluish. I would have never thought they almost look like a bit of a bluish, greenish, yellowish sort of colour. I've got no idea what shade it is. Anyways, let me just take a look at the grilled chicken. Of course, yes, that's what the seagulls would love to eat there. So you assemble your sandwich, you give them to the seagulls, and then they'll gobble it all up. Well, maybe it's best not to. And let's take a look at the gulls. Of course, yes, is it a first summer? I think it's a first summer. Oh wait, it's a first spring. Sorry. Obviously this toy would have been delayed though, because, well, we can't talk about certain things on YouTube, can't we? No. Anyways, there's the other side of the head. Of course, yes. And there you go, there's the wings and tail. And if I show you the wing detailing, it's pretty interesting, if you look at it, if you ask me, There's actually a couple of designs. Here we go, this is an adult black-headed gull in its true summer plumage colours. I think, just as I actually, thought of going to the airport, I've actually seen those guys scavenging after the holiday, which I can't discuss too much because YouTube is going to get completely and utterly ticked if I would have just talked about certain countries I've been to, because I want to be private these days. Now this is the first summer black-headed gull, because I can tell from the head, which looks very adult-esque, and also the wings, they look more brownish-esque, and also the tail, the black tail end. This is something very synonymous or eponymous with juvenile gulls, or gulls in the calendar years, of course. They look fairly nice. This is the first summer black-headed gull. Fancy that. And we've also got This is another gull I've actually thought of making. It's a first summer black-headed gull. Okay, that looks fairly nice. Beautiful design. And we've also got this. This is a first spring black-headed gull, as you can tell by the head design. Again, it looks very interesting in the way it's been designed. There's the tail end as well. Give this one a thumbs up. And we've also got another one of those. It's another. It's an adult black-headed gull in its summer plumage. As obvious as it sounds, there's the chocolate brown head here. And yes, they're actually quite common. Actually, there you might think, they're not always that common, but if you go to like nature reserves or some parts where if you see black-headed gulls, you know how common they are. Don't get me wrong, they might be rare during springtime, but if you go to like somewhere, if you're in the Midlands, I'd probably say if you go to like, you know, Solihull, or possibly next to where the airport is, or maybe Sutton Coldfield, maybe Whiston Lakes, I don't know, you might see those guys right there, black-headed gulls. Let's put these away and move on to a different product now, but we're going to still keep on the same species. We're going to have a trio of black-headed gulls. This is a swimming first summer black-headed gull, Duette and feeding Feud 5-pack. It's in the same toy range as you can see. £5. Is it a 5-pack or is it a 12-pack? Oh, it's a 5-pack. What a dunce am I. There you go, there's the back of the packaging. I would have suffered from amnesia this time. Mine? That's what these seagulls would often do, hey? Let me try and get these gulls out, and they're really little pieces of delicacy of grilled chicken sandwich. What's up with grilled chicken? Oh my goodness me, eh? Maybe that might be the spotlight into why April has been the month of chickens. Maybe it was after Easter, I guess. And the seagulls are literally based on that first summer black-headed gulls. And if I grab one of those here, as you can see, the black tail end, the brown wing sort of detailings as well. There's the other side of the head. More detailings, as you can see. Beautiful black tail end. Fancy that one, hey? Check underneath. Yep, they say the same information here as well. Same with this one here. And there's the wing detailing as well. There's the tail. Looks like it's got a bit of blood, but I don't think it is. Maybe it might be red, I don't know, pencil lead or something. And there is the bottom. Oh yeah. Quite amazing. Very simplistic though. The bread overall is just a bit bland for me though. Why do I have to make many of those? Can't I just move on to a much more ubiquitous species of bird other than black-headed gulls or lesser black-backed or herring gulls? Am I seeing too many of them? In fact, I am. Here's another one there. It's called a black-headed gull transitional springtime swimming flock 5-pack. £5.99 or £6. I mean, are you actually sick of these guys, or do you love them? Personally, I love them. In fact, I have many mixed feelings about them. Alright, let me just go ahead and unpack this and see what we looked at. And in fact, if you look at the back of the packaging, that black-headed gull looks pretty special to me though. I don't think I've ever seen this guy in real life in a very special type of plumage. And what's quite funny is they call it as a first spring black-headed gull. Very strange. In fact, it's a very strange kind of black-headed gull form. I would have never thought that this would actually be such a reality. Well, it is now. I would have never thought that this species would be quite real. With different forms like that. Here's the other one there as well. Again, it's a first spring black-headed gull though. Looks like it's transitioning from first winter mode. There's the other side of it here as well. Looks pretty fancy, of course. Here's the first summer black-headed gull. Noticing that the brown head is actually slightly lighter than what it should have been, or than what it's supposed to be. And there's also the wing details. As you can see, they all look totally pretty much the same. And then we've also got another one of those as well. Oh wait, is it a first summer black-headed gull, or is it something else? Yes, it is actually, but there's no black tail, which is actually quite a bit disappointing. I would have sort of actually, I might try and edit that after making this video, add a black tail end for a bit of accuracy. And there is the adult black-headed gull. No surprise at all in its summer plumage. And there's the other side here as well. Feels like anywhere I go I see these black-headed gulls. Seems to be a black-headed gull feast, especially in summer plumage. I would have never thought 2022 would repeat the same thing as what I did for last year, I suppose. Let me just put these away, those guys away, because I'm done with those. I don't know. I'm done with being too gullible at the moment. Let me just put it here. You know what? I'm just done with those little runts though, with those Walker's little, I don't know, rats with wings, how you gonna call them, eh? And speaking of gulls, let's move on to a larger species. It's a flip of Origami, swimming Asian dark grey, bat mixed. Oh, it's a gull mixed species fishing frenzy 12-pack, and it costs about £13.50. Well, let's take a look at the back of the packaging. You may get some good visuals of what you see here. It's a mixture of black-tailed gulls and slaty-backed gulls from Japan, I think. Also, it's just like East Asia and another place that we shouldn't name now, which is right on top of Japan now. Alright, let's take a look at what we have. Got some fish as well. Okay, yep. Let's take a look at the slaty-backed gulls first. They actually don't look too bad there if I zoom the camera out. There you go. They're pretty much the same. They almost look like lesser black-backed gulls, but they're significantly larger, as you can see. There you go. There's the name, slaty-backed gull, of course. And we've also got another one here as well. Maybe I should have never made the Flappenbirds versions though, because I thought maybe the accuracy of weights might be one concern there, but yet again I could say otherwise, because we've got like great black-backed gulls, yellow-legged gulls of the Mediterranean sort of areas of Europe as well. They're pretty much large-sized gulls there as well. Let's take a look at the black-tailed gulls. Very instantly recognisable looking beak, but also their head, and also the sounds as well. Also that black tail one as well. And they're also called sea cats in Japanese, because they're literally called the umineko. Is that right? I feel like I have a mental blank though. But there's the other bird here as well. That looks pretty cool though, even though the tip of the beak looks completely fried. There's the other side of the bird. Obviously the beak looks like it's got a bit of a hammering onto it there. Doesn't look like it's the best ever made toy. And there's, it would have been super glued at that time though, as I would have made that toy. There you go, it's the name. Am I surprised on that product? No. Obviously I've seen those birds before. Sorry if I'm moving the camera just a bit there, because I've got my foot right in front of me. Well, actually overall, my foot is actually pushing it though. But anyways, there's the name here. And we've also got some fish. 3 different types of fish. We've got a yellow croaker that comes with the set. Obviously there's a lot of fish that I feel like I should probably, you know, make for future products though, eh? As well as birds though, in fact I should also attach with the birds and customize with the fish, with the birds, because they do work together. Another fish eating critters as well. They do really look fairly nice. Now these are sardines, those ones which are white with blue in the top and grey in the bottom there as well, and eyes which look quite, you know, sad there as well. Yeah, they actually look fairly nice, those toys I've been making. Let's put these guys away though, because let's move on to a much more, well, slightly less boring sort of set there, eh? Other than the seagulls that we've been looking at. I think we'll be making too many seagulls throughout the rest of 2022. Well, obviously, might be totally wrong though. Let me try and put it on the way. Whooshka! Sorry, it's on the back there. I might try and retrieve that after making this video. And let's move on to this one here. It's a flip-up Origami Swimming Asian Swan Geese Adult Small Flock 5-pack. Costs about £5. probably not one of the blandest. Here's the back of the packaging now. Definitely say those prices would probably refer back to, like, you know, April of 2022. You know, the dates of April, I believe. And this product doesn't look too bad, actually. And the back of the packaging tells me it's an ancestral species of the other domestic goose species, which tends to be the basis for the Chinese and the African goose. Right, let's take a look at what these guys look like. I think I've seen these guys before, as I've made them before. Right, so we've got the... It's quite funny, whenever I hold it into my hands, it feels like that the paper is actually a little bit soft. And, to be honest, it's actually a little bit thin. I don't know about you, but it's been like for a couple of months or so that since I had those toys for months and months and months, or should I say weeks and weeks and weeks without doing these types of toy review videos, I've actually realised, as I'm handling those, these toys have actually gone a bit soft and a bit thinner than what they're supposed to be. But they do look kind of similar as what I reviewed before. There is, of course, the wing detailing here as well. And overall, I think I've made a family set before of these guys before, hey? But yeah, I mean, why do we even need another 5-pack of these guys when we have like a family of them? It doesn't matter really, hey? It doesn't matter indeed, hey? But it's actually quite nice looking for such a set. I mean, I just can't go wrong on just making bird toys like that, which look pretty amazing, hey? Well, gotta love a bit, you know, gotta love geese, eh? Well, not always, eh? Because, well, you might as well call geese table chickens, because they always hiss at you, though, during the breeding season. But let's move on to a much more cooler sort of toy, though, and see something a lot more fancy, other than water birds. And I think the last part I should actually finish off in this video is something very intriguing. It is a flip-up origami zebra moray eel family and 3-spotted swimming crab ambush attack 12-pack, which costs about £13. Isn't 13 an unlucky number? There is the back of the packaging, which looks like that. Okay, the artwork on it isn't really that bad. It looks fairly nice. There's a crab here, and it really looks totally amazing. You've also got some eel eggs as well. I think whenever I think about this toy, it actually reminds me back to that Conveyor eel toy product I did. I was actually running out of ideas there, and then this idea popped into my head. Right, so let's take a look at what we've got. We've got a crab that looks like that. It's supposed to be based on a swimming crab. And hey, that looks totally amazing. There's the other side here. Okay, nice looking details, of course. And then we've also got some eels here as well there too. There's another one there as well. They all look pretty fancy looking, don't they? And they actually look quite cute whenever they look like that, eh? Beautiful looking toys. And we've also got those guys here as well, which are the adult sized eels. They are based on moray eels, as you can see. And there's another one over here as well. Quite strange. Crockies, they've actually got very weird cartoony looking teeth. It's the strangest mouth design I've ever seen for an eel though. And then we've got some eggs as well. I think those boxes are meant to be eggs, right? I mean, do you think this set is really one of the blandest I've ever thought of making? Maybe you might be thinking, it almost feels like it's kind of like a knockoff toy whenever I think about that though in my hands though, but they are legitimate products. I mean, they do look cool though, but I mean, why do we have to make another one of those products though, again though, like another eel themed product? Is Flip just being bone lazy and just running out of various ideas? Or is it something to do with production costs that no one ever knows about? Because as you're saying, there's no law against making a profit. Might as well take a look at the crab, which looks pretty nice. There's its mouth. It looks pretty colourful actually. Sorry if I'm getting a bit of funny burps as well. And there's actually something strange on the back of the packaging. It's called the Katam Sui. Might be derived from like, maybe Indonesian, possibly Malay. I don't know, maybe the language fanboys can probably tell me about it though, eh? Or fan guys or girls, whatever you want to call it though, eh? Well, I might as well just put those away. And the eel eggs, of course, yes, you can put the eels, whatever you want though, but I'm not going to do that though, because I feel like that the video will be totally fried. And, I've actually got a lot more things to say before this video ends. Of course, yes, as I've been making this video, I've actually been doing a great big restoration of my toy view area. I've actually started to pretty much made another bit of tidying up session going on here. I think I did it yesterday, because I was actually having trouble to find the Trackmaster track adapter though. And of course, yes, I still can't find it though, so maybe it's best if I need to order another one though, or if not, I might give away one of the Trackmaster adapters to someone else, because maybe he needs to go ahead and find a new home, because maybe I need to order another one so that I can pretty much go ahead and bring back the other Trackmaster adapter, which actually has that other end. But anyways, really enjoyed in this very strange toy view day. Please give this video a like, subscribe for more such like toy views in the future, and other toys like toy trains I might do in another video, because I've been buying toy trains somewhere. As always, thank you so much for watching, and before I have 5 more seconds to pretty much say that, I'm going to say thank you. Bye for now.